To honor Everly Paisley, we're here. On April 24th, 2018, she was born in the United States. Jordan and Laurie Paisley, her devoted parents, her sister Brenda, her cousin Chloe, her uncle Ned, her friends Penelope, Allison, Mary, Sarah, Justin, etc., as well as her baby brother Jackson, survived her. Everly was a happy little girl until she was killed when Lightning McQueen's shield energy ran out, since he was connected by Ivan rather than Mater and obeyed professors and used traffic regulations. Jesus said, "Let the children come to you, and do not hinder them to the kingdom of God." So, before we lay Everly to rest at the cemetery and say our goodbyes, let us pray silently.
Penelope, it's all right. As Melody Luna mentioned, you have other friends here, including Sarah, Allison, Mary, and Justin.
Thanks, everyone. However, when the Queen's Shield energy ran out and my best friend Everly was slain, I was not pleased.
We understand, Penelope. In addition, Boza used his phone to record 3 videos yesterday. I believe he wants to show you what transpired.
What is it you want from me, Boza?
Penelope, you are not going to believe what Zeta and Usma did to Brandon and Melody Luna, and what happened to May's invitation.
Really? What happened to May's invitation, and what did Zeta and Uzma do?
What if I showed you the videos that I recorded with my phone? Then you'll understand what I mean.
Good idea, Boza.
Melody Luna, can you hear me? We're going to give Mina's parents a call about May's birthday.
Okay, Ella, we can do that. But before that, I need to talk to you urgently.
But wait, someone else is calling us. Good morning, Tina. How was your sleep?
Good morning, Ella. My sleep went pretty well. I just had breakfast.
That's great, Tina. Now, I have something to tell you.
What's the matter, Melody Luna?
I hate to tell you this, but Zaya gave me 2 punishments.
What kind of punishments?
She told me to write 2,000 sentences as one punishment. And here is another punishment. She forbade me from going to the washroom until I could learn not to help everyone else with their homework.
Goodness gracious heavens. That was so insane for Zeta to do that. You did the right thing by using AI Turbo to help me improve my math, since I wasn't good at it.
But Ella, listen. Miss Maya and Miss Lucia caught you cheating on your homework, caused you to fail your final exam, and Mr. Randy had to punish you for it. Melody Luna shouldn't have done it. But still, I agree with you. What Zeta did to Melody Luna was completely unacceptable.
I know. And there's something else I need to tell you. I heard us will tell my crush Brandon that his last day of living with us will be on August 1st.
August 1st? Are you kidding us?
No, I'm serious. She gave him the punishment because he used AI Turbo to help me out with her math problems.
What the heck? That was absolutely ridiculous. Guess what? We won't let this happen. We will make sure your crush lives with us for a very long time. I agree with my sister Alla. We won't let you lose him.
I would appreciate that. Because if I do, I will feel extra heartbroken.
I know. So on the 1st of until August, after Uzma uses her trident to teleport your crush Brandon to the location where Professor Z and his Levitor. We will tell Lightning McQueen to complete his survival challenge, and we will make sure Nita connects to him instead of Ivan. Because last time in April, Violet didn't get a chance to use her magic wand to bring everyone back to life and restore their memory files that had been removed by Taboo because Ivan connected to Lightning McQueen and told him to follow Professor Z's traffic rules, causing him to complete 99% of his survival challenge with his shield energy to get depleted. So this will not happen to your crush Brandon, otherwise you will never be able to see him again.
Absolutely. What Tina says is true. Don't worry, Melody Luna. We're not mad at you. We're mad at Zeta doesn't want for punishing you and your crush harshly like that. Yeah. They need to be ashamed for what they did.
I agree. And there's another thing I need to tell you guys. See, my crush Brandon and I heard that the League of Entitled Karens forbade Penelope from seeing Emily, her BFF, all because she reminded us to help young Lena with your homework.
They did what? Oh, for crying out loud. We find it unbelievable that the League of Entitled Karens would just allow Penelope to see her best friend Emily. Yeah, that was so cool. When Penelope had every right to remind you and Brandon to help me and Nina with our homework for our final exam, there was no reason for the League of Entitled Karens to refuse to let her see Emily.
That's correct. Last but not least, yesterday, after Ozma used her trident to teleport Emily to the location where Professor Z and the Lemons live, we told Lightning McQueen to complete a survival challenge.
Okay, that would make sense. Did he complete it so we can take Emily back home?
Unfortunately, no.
Why not Melody Luna?
My crush Brandon was worried that McQueen's shield energy was going to get depleted since it was charging at critical state.
No, that's quite shocking. So what happened then?
Before he got a chance to take Emily home, his shield energy got depleted and caused her to get killed. Therefore, he completed 99% of his survival challenge. And the reason his shield energy got depleted was because he was connected by Ivan and then followed Professor Z's traffic rules.
Yeah, what Ella said. After all that, Emily pronounced dead in Toronto Sick Kids Hospital, and Penelope started crying about her.
This is outrageous. Just why on earth would Ivan connect to McQueen instead of Mater so we could follow Professor Z's traffic laws? Now that's the second time Lightning McQueen's shield energy got depleted. And that is also the second time Melody got killed. First Roderick shot her to death with a gun, and now she got killed by McQueen's shield energy depletion. Now how will Penelope ever get to see her BFF again?
I know, right? If May finds out that Emily died, she will feel extremely sad. But anyways, we are going to have a talk with Nina's parents.
Good idea, Ella.
Oh, good morning, Alatina and Melody Luna. Did you guys sleep well?
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, we sure did. Can we ask you a question?
Sure thing, Melody Luna, Ella and Tina. What do you guys want?
Today is May's birthday, and we are being invited to her party.
That's right. Can we be invited too?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
You, Mr. and Mrs. Parker. Why can't your daughter be invited to May's party?
Mina is not allowed to be invited to people's parties while she's still grounded. And she's also under house arrest. And Melody Luna, Miss Mina on TV reported the news to us that you and your crush Brandon used AI Turbo to help Ella and our daughter Mina cheat on their homework. You two should be ashamed of yourselves.
But Mr. and Mrs. Parker, my crush and I had every right to do that. Besides, the night of June 26th, I reminded Ella that she would be going to the CN Tower with her classmates and other friends for a trip during the last day of school.
I know Melody Luna. But Miss Mara found out that you helped Ella cheat on her homework using AI Turbo, and she and Miss Lucia had to tell teacher Ken about it. So, even though I agree with Mr. and Mrs. Parker, they still need to let their daughter Lena be invited.
Thanks, Tina. So yeah, today is May's birthday. That means she's turning 12 years old. Therefore, She's inviting Nina to her party.
Ella, you should listen to us. You and our daughter Mina need to realize that cheating is wrong, and Melody, Luna, and Brandon must realize it too. And also, Mina should have thought about that beforehand.
That's right. She's definitely staying home today.
Please, Mr. and Mrs. Parker, do it for us.
The answer remains no. And I don't want to hear questions like that anymore.
That's right. Also, I've already written out May's invitation and put it in the garbage.
Wait, what? Why did you give us May's invitation?
Yeah, Mrs. Parker. She made that for a reason.
I don't care. Our daughter Mina is not being invited to May's party, and that's final. Period. End of discussion. Now, have a good day.
What are we going to do now? We can't let Faye know about Mina.
Well, since Mina's parents are still refusing to let their daughter be invited to May's party, I guess we have no other choice but to tell her the bad news.
But if we tell her the bad news, she might feel extremely sad.
Well, Melody Luna, just like Ella said, we have no other options. We've tried to convince Mina's parents to let their daughter be invited to May's party, but they said no. Therefore, we have to tell you the bad news about Mina.
Ella, I think you should end the call. We need to have breakfast. I think you might be right, Ella. I'm sorry, Melody Luna, but my sister and I really need to have breakfast. I'll talk to you later.
Good idea, Ella. Bye.
And Tina, you will be invited to May's party, right?
Of course, Ella. Once I get back from the trip with my parents.
Okay then, bye.
Oh, good morning, Gina. What's wrong? You seem really angry.
Yes, Zita, Ashura. Melody Luna told me and done everything. How dare you abuse and punish her Brandon like this? You know they did nothing wrong.
Yes, they did. They helped Ella and Mina cheat on their homework using AI Turbo.
Listen, Zita. I understand that cheating is wrong, but your abuse shouldn't punish Melody Luna and Brandon severely.
So what? I'm the sorceress, and Isma is the same enchantress. We have every right to do that.
But you shouldn't tell Melody Luna to write 2,000 sentences and forbid her from going to the washroom. What if she has to go pee? She doesn't want to have accidents. As for Isma, she shouldn't say to Brandon that his last day will be on the 1st of August. The reason is that we are going to make sure he lives with us for absolutely a long time. Besides, he and Melody Luna would like to get married in the future, and they will become his wife and her husband.
I don't care. They should have thought of that before they decided to help Ella and Mina with their homework. Now, if you will excuse me, I have to get back to work.
Don't you dare hang up on me. I'm not done talking to you yet. Damn it. She hung up on me.
Hello.
Hi, Sarah and John. I need to have a serious talk with you both.
Okay, so what is it you want to talk with us about?
You see, my daughter-in-law's feelings are hurt and she's crying because of what happened. So don't you think you should let your daughter Mina be invited to her party?
Definitely not. Mina is still not allowed to be invited to people's parties because she is under house arrest and she is still grounded for cheating on her math assignment along with Ella.
I understand that, but you shouldn't have just ripped up my daughter's birthday invitation that she made for Mina. And besides, being under house arrest and grounded for the whole summer is not good for her.
Claire, don't start this again. Your daughter shouldn't have given her birthday invitation to our daughter in the first place, because she should have thought about that before she decided to cheat on her assignment along with Ella. So, as I told her, only Max and Jason can be invited to your daughter's party.
But let me tell you something else. See, yesterday, Penelope was crying about Emily since she pronounced Ella Toronto sick in hospital from being killed by McQueen's shield energy depletion.
Well, Everly came up with an idea by reminding Penelope to give $10 each to Brandon and Melody Luna so they could help Ella and our daughter Mina with their math assignments. So in conclusion, they each got an F on their final exam for cheating. End of story. Got it? Bye, and have a good day.
My goodness. What I just witnessed is unbelievable. Melody Luna was penalized by Zeta with 2,000 sentences and barred from using the restroom. Additionally, Uzma informed Brandon that the 1st of August would be his last day of residence here. Mrs. Parker then tore up May's birthday invitation and informed Mina that because she was under house arrest and grounded, she was not permitted to attend parties.
I know. Zeta and Uzma should not have done that.
Indeed, what Boza said. As Tina stated, we will ensure that Lightning McQueen finishes his survival challenge on August 1st, and that Meta, not Ivan, connects with him. He will then be able to bring Brandon home.
Absolutely. Also, what if Melody Luna needs to pee or poop? Accidents are something she wants to avoid.
Exactly. And on July 7, May had the worst 12th birthday because Everly died and Mina was not invited to her celebration.
I agree with Tiffany, Sharon, and Al. Hopefully, her 13th birthday will be better the next year.
I would appreciate that. Will it be okay if I borrow your phone so that if my BFF is revived, I may show her and the rest of my friends the 3 videos you made about what happened?
Of course you can, Penelope.
Dear audience, do you believe Penelope should share her friends the 3 films Bowser made about what occurred when her BFF Everly was revived? The Bunny Triplets, the Lala Twins, and others who already knew everything. Please share your ideas in the comments section.
Mom, it's unbelievable that 3 days ago, at Professor Z's location, I was murdered when the Queen's shield energy was depleted. This is the 2nd time it ran out. First, it got depleted and caused Violet Bryan to get assassinated, and now, it did the same thing and caused me to get killed. Like the Grizzly Bears, Professor Z and the Lemons are evil. Same with Ivan. God, since I'm dead, I miss my family, friends, and my BFF Penelope so much. I even miss Chloe, my cousin. I'm hoping someone will come and resuscitate me soon.
All right. Now that Everly is gone, Penelope won't be able to see her ever again. But for Rachel, she would better not use her healing bandana to bring Everly back to life, because she deserves to be dead after she came up with an idea to help Ella and Mina cheat on their math homework for their final exam. If she does, I will tell Uzma to use her trident to get rid of her bandana. And as for Penelope, she would better not even think about using her pink fireball to revive Everly, or else I will tell Uzma to use her trident to put her to sleep, get rid of her superpowers, delete her memory files, and get rid of the magical stone, so that she won't be able to remember how to get her powers back anymore. I am not joking, I'm serious. And besides, she doesn't deserve to have best friends like Everly after all the bad stuff she did to the Grizzly Bears, Alan Hernberger, Ashley Hayden, and Jack Parker in the past. Also, I am going to tell Uzma to get rid of the Bunny Triplet superhero outfits with her trident, since they became the Super Rabbits. Perfect. Now Chloe, Sophia and Zizzy won't be able to become the Super Rabbits anymore. And I almost forgot to mention about Violet Bryant. If she uses her magic wand to bring Everly back to life, I will definitely tell Uzma to get rid of it with her trident.